Welcome back to another enigmatic episode of the Av Files. I'm your host, as always, Av, and I am joined once again by the ever elusive Daniel.
Dude, yes, it's good to be here. Good to be back in the office doing this. Thank you for inviting me back on.
Doing what we do, just brainstorming, coming up with new ideas, new shit.
Yeah. I mean, there's a world full of shit, and we're just unpacking it one story at a time.
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks, man. Yeah, what sucks is when it's 2:30 in the morning and your pipe busts in your bathroom and there's water spraying all over the place. Man,
dude,
what a
tell
night.
me how you really feel, man. That sounds. Oh man.
Luckily, like I told you earlier, that it was just the hose going from the pipe to the sink, and it wasn't actually like in the wall, and it wasn't the copper pipe that busted. So it was easy fix. And it was just like,
but no one likes to wake up with a random water source in their house.
No, not when you don't want it on.
Yeah, like I didn't want the pond feature in this kitchen.
Right? Yeah, it's like no thanks, man. And then it's like I had to like throw all these towels down on top of it. It was such a pain in the ass, and I was dragging ass when I went to work. I was telling my the head person that I work with, I was like, sorry, I might be a little tired, or this happened, and she's like, oh, it sucks. I'm like, yeah, shit, it sucks. Like, man, I was like, yeah, I had to get up early.
Dude.
Just man. But the good thing is, at least I'm somewhat of a handyman, so I was able to fix it. 20 minutes. Went to the hardware store, spent about $20. That's about it.
Hey, that's what I'm saying is like you're earning your keep there. Definitely. You gotta do enough to make them realize they can't live without you.
Because remember, man, how expensive that would be if you call somebody to come and just change.
Are you kidding me,
man?
Like an emergency visit, that's at least right out the door, $125 on the low end. Then, for some reason, they are not going to have the part. They're going to charge you $50 a pop for that one hose. You bought two.
I bought two of them.
Yeah.
Because I said, fuck that. I don't want this to happen to the other one. Because, I mean, who knows? It can happen at any time. So I just went ahead, just changed both of them.
Yeah.
I didn't have to buy any tools. I already had all the tools at the house. Did that.
Yes.
know?
Man, you save money for damn sure. Damn sure.
Yeah. And I did one of those where like I slowly opened the valve up just to make sure, like, if it's leaking a little bit, and then I can close it. But yeah, thank God that I was home when it happened, because I had went away for a little bit. And if it would have happened when I was out of town, man, it would have been,
talk about costly.
Yeah, I think that would have shut down the show for permanently.
that would have shut everything down, dude.
Yeah,
that's always like a fear in the back of your head. You're like, oh man, what if? That's terrible.
Man,
that's terrible, man.
But luckily, it was just like I said, just the hose. I changed both of them. No big deal.
Nice, 10, man. Well,
15 minutes.
Which sucks. How long did it take you to clean up all the water?
Well, I just threw a bunch of towels down on top of it, and soaked up most of the water. And I just threw all the towels in the bathtub so they could just sit there. Because I wasn't gonna. Because it's dumb if you just grab them and run through the house and you trail water all over through the fucking house. Like, no thanks.
True.
Man.
True.
So I just threw them in there, and then I just put them in a bucket and brought them down and
there you go.
Wrung them out and rinsed them and
washed them.
And
I tried myself.
Obviously washed them. I didn't let them dry. I didn't just dry them and use them again.
It's just water.
Yeah. No, I washed them.
Man.
Yeah,
dude.
But it was like it was like one, two. I think it was like 5 towels.
Damn. That's actually a lot, and it's crazy what a little bit of water can do, man. And I know that wasn't a little bit of water.
Next
5 towels is a significant amount of water.
Next to a dog waking you up in the middle of the night that's about to throw up, I don't think I've jumped out of my bed as fast because I hear the water and I'm like, what the fuck is that? And I'm like, oh man, there's water all. And then I was telling you, like, I couldn't tell where the water was coming from because the hose was actually behind the sink and it was spraying down. It wasn't spraying up.
Oh God!
Usually I'm thinking, water bus is spraying all up in the air or something, and it wasn't, and it was just anyway.
That's annoying. It's like that mystery sound that's just coming out of the air. You're like, right. Where the hell is it?
Oh my God! I mean, I look like a chicken with its head cut off. I'm running around because
I'm
half asleep. Yeah, I'm like half asleep. There's water. I don't know where it's coming from, but it's coming from somewhere in here. I ran downstairs. I was looking. I was like, oh my God, where is it? Where's the water coming from? I'm like, oh shit.
The longer you look for it, it's getting worse and worse.
It's getting worse. Yeah.
Like shit. How do I stop it?
Yeah. Luckily, like I said, I just turned the valve. Again, I didn't know exactly where it was coming from. I turned the valve off to the sink, both of them, and I turned the valve off to the toilet just in case. Because by the time I got into the bathroom to look, water was already covering the whole floor, so I couldn't tell if it was one or the other. Anyway, fuck that. Thank God it's over.
And we're here, man.
Yeah, and we're here. So what about you, man? What's up?
Man, not much, man. Family's still going through some sickness, getting rid of the sickness. Some staggered sleep cycle with the kid. But we decided to throw the kitchen sink at the sickness, and we changed our floors. We got new flooring upstairs.
Oh, sweet.
Our second level. We changed out the carpet. We got the carpet out of there. We're like, that way, that's one less thing it could be.
Right. Well, yeah. So I got out of the house. I'm in the tent again, and on the road.
No water pipes in that tent.
No water pipes in that tent. Any water, it's just beating right off the tent. Actually, it's either a tent or I should be reading, for my life.
Yeah. They have captured me.
Cartel.
I am being treated well. Here's a newspaper with today's date.
Yeah, proof of life.
Oh man. So, buddy, what do we got today?
Oh, Daniel, today we are going to talk about a real life Jumanji.
What if someone digs it up?
May God have mercy on his soul.
What? Where?
Yeah. And none other than, I wouldn't expect it. No, it's not in Florida. It's in Ohio. Zanesville, Ohio, to be exact.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah. A lot of people don't understand, like,
how bad Ohio sucks.
A lot of people don't understand, like, why do you give Ohio such a bad time? Even Spencer and I have trashed Ohio, and I'm like, well, it's not on purpose. They do it to themselves. It's like would you call it east? It's not really east. It's like what, mid? What would you consider Ohio east?
No.
East Coast? What is it? North?
Mid? Well, no.
What
north.
is Ohio?
North. It's just another state. I don't know. People go there for.
It's a mess.
Well, I'll tell you this: the only reason that honestly, the only reason that I would ever want to go to Ohio would be to go see the NFL Hall of Fame. That'd be the only reason, and that is the only reason I want to go there.
I wouldn't mind going to see a Buckeyes game. That'd be kind of cool, right? Aren't they the Buckeyes?
Yeah.
I would love that. Their stadium's one of the biggest.
Maybe like if I'm going to go see a football game, like okay, but I'm not going to go watch the Browns or the Bengals.
No. I'm talking about real football.
Not that minor league shit.
Not that bullshit they call the NFL.
But yeah, I got family up there, so I've been up there to go visit family and stuff, which is cool. That's fine. But I'm like, I don't want to. Other than that, if I'm going to go for to do like an activity, it's going to be for the Hall of Fame or like a Buckeyes game or something like that.
I feel like it goes in level of extremities, right? It goes Florida man, Ohio man, and West Virginia man, or is West Virginia man above Ohio man? How would you?
I think West Virginia would probably be above Ohio. Hey,
Probably.
leave it in the comments, guys. Tell us what you think.
Yes.
I did it.
Engagement.
Yeah, and
Yes.
while you're at it, push the like button, push the subscribe button.
Guys, it's just follow the instructions on the ticker.
Yeah.
That's right below.
Hey.
Yeah. So what happened with Jumanji? What happened?
Robin Williams?
No, rest in peace. Man, too soon.
Oh. Damn it. He was hilarious though.
He was awesome.
Yeah.
Best genie ever.
Yeah, dude. Way better than
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this genie wouldn't smack you.
Right, yeah.
Oh,
Name my
man.
wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Oh my god. But so
man.
okay. So what happened? What's this? I gotta hear it. This sounds absolutely like an Ohio story.
It definitely is an Ohio story. It's pretty crazy, man. So all right, we'll jump right into it. Around 5 p.m. on October 18th in 2011, a man named Sam Kopchak noticed his horse Red was acting kind of strange. So of course he went out to investigate. And when he got to the gate, he walked in, closed the gate behind him. He said he got about halfway in. So it's rural Ohio, so it lives on a farm.
Okay? So it's like country, not like
no. This wasn't like a
city,
a small town, or like in a city or anything like that. This was in like a rural area, but still, there's plenty of people around. I know there was a school that was close by, and I guess there was an elementary school. Anyway, there was like a school that was close by, close enough. So it wasn't like, I guess, West Virginia, where sometimes you don't see anybody for 5 miles or whatever.
Yeah.
You still have neighbors, there's still people, there's traffic.
Like within earshot. Like you could you could probably see your neighbors. Okay.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But he had a big he had horses, so this guy had horses, so he had like a big area for them to like run around it. Mm-hmm. So but when he got about halfway in, he turned around and then noticed this tall, dark, very big figure staring back at him. And at that moment, he knew why his horse Red was acting very strange. And what he saw was a bear. His mother was in the living room watching TV at this time, and Sam got on his cell phone and told his mother to call someone right away. She immediately called the police. She gave her name and where she lived and told them, "We live next to Terry Thompson, and there's a bear and a lion out." The dispatcher, obviously not sure what to make of this.
So you saw a lion too?
Yeah. There was a bear. There was a bear and a lion also. Yeah, which is crazy, right? A bear. I'm assuming a bear in Ohio, especially in like rural areas. So. It's not like it's a non-common type thing. I'm sure it like happens.
Yeah.
But a lion kind of sticks out.
Yeah. Now this
kind of sticks out a little bit.
This wasn't a mountain lion.
No. Oh yeah. So when I say lion, this isn't a mountain lion, because again, I would think those would probably be kind of common in that area. Also, maybe
it would definitely be a rarity, like a complete rarity to find a mountain lion out there in Ohio. But I mean, that's more feasible, right? So this thing was straight up fucking Mufasa.
It was a Mufasa. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Hey, so just imagine that, right? You're just walking along and you see this thing, just guaranteed this thing sees you before you see it.
Well, why the fuck would you be trained to see a lion? Like, that's not in your head. I'm gonna go see why the horse is spooked. Oh, fucking, I'm in a fucking gods must be crazy. Like, what is this?
Crazy.
What is this? I'm not supposed to be here.
So the dispatcher, obviously not sure what to make of this, just said there's a bear and a lion out, and Miss Kopchak said yes. All right, so the dispatcher then radioed it in and told them that the caller, she obviously called other police officers. The caller said there was a bear and a lion on the loose. First two officers on the scene were very skeptical at first. One of them was thinking that whoever called it in probably just saw like a big dog or something, but no way it was a lion. Because again, in Ohio, who the fuck's gonna say there's a lion? Right? No lions. But this they'll figure out really quick what's going on. So when they arrived on the scene, one of the officers noticed that the gate was locked and just assumed that no one was home. He then said, he called his dispatcher and he said, if there was a number for Terry Thompson's home, to give him a call and see if they could get a hold of him and let him know what was going on. So Terry Thompson lived on this farm, and it was his area, I guess, where they were seeing some of these animals. So they figured, well, you have a lion on your property. We're going to try to get a hold of him. They tried to call him a few times, but just got his answer machine. They left him a message letting him know that there was a bear and a lion loose on his property. As another officer was responding, get this, he saw a Bengal tiger and a black bear walking along the side of the road. Okay? A fucking tiger, man. This is crazy. I mean, Jumanji is like really happening.
Dude, in that moment, I'm not paid enough to deal with this. I'm going to just pass the Bengal tiger, pass the bear. Like, that sounds like a Monday problem. I'm trying to get to Friday.
Would you quit?
Would you say,
would you just drive back to the station and be like,
here's my keys, badge, gun. You guys might want to get animal control or fucking Safari Joe or National Guard because some shit's going on.
So as soon as the officer pulled up to Terry's driveway, he saw another black bear and an African lioness running across his farm.
Someone left the African portal open.
Right, yeah. Shit? Yeah, you would think that you were in Africa at this point because there's like Bengal tigers, bears, lionesses back and forth. Yeah, I mean,
lions, tigers, and bears. Fucking oh my. Like, that would be it. That's exactly what I would call the dispatcher with. Lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my. Where's the fucking flying monkeys, Dorothy?
Yeah, that's all you need, right?
Jesus.
So the dispatcher also put the call in for an ambulance to head over to the scene as reports of more and more wild animals were roaming around the area and heading towards the interstate. It didn't take long for one of the black bears to make it towards the interstate, which, if it actually got onto the interstate, would be a disaster. Imagine the chaos that would happen. Cars slamming on their brakes and 18-wheelers trying to avoid cars and bears. I mean, it'd be a disaster. I mean, people would be dead. The animal would definitely, obviously, die because he would have been run over by an 18-wheeler. But still, like, somebody slams on their brakes on an interstate. It's the interstate, so everyone's going 70, 80 miles an hour.
Yeah. I don't think it was like a polar bear? What the fuck kind of bears?
No, these are black bears and grizzly bears that are out there.
Grizzly bears.
These are bear bears.
I couldn't imagine.
It's not like Woody the Pooh.
Grizzly bear. I couldn't hit a grizzly bear. Imagine hitting a grizzly bear going 70 miles an hour. Because guess who's losing that battle? Everyone.
Yeah, the car is going to lose. Yeah. The grizzly bear is probably going to be really pissed off.
Yeah. Oh my shit! So, like, my thing is, if you put yourself in those officers' shoes, man, that is like, that's a what the fuck. That's a what the fuck.
Well, it definitely is. Like, what do you do? Well, I mean, like, literally, like, what do you do? No officer, unless you're in Africa, is trained to deal with these types of animals.
Yeah. You have to, does animal control have a version of SWAT? Like how does that happen?
And any police officers out there, or if you know of a police officer, ask them, are they ever trained to deal with this type of situation?
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Like,
there's got to be a page in their playbook, right?
Yeah, there's a big red button where like eliminate. Like they're just like, hey, just take them out. Like we don't have time to get Barnum and fucking Bailey out here,
right,
to do this.
So the question that came up almost instantly was, how did all these animals get out all at once, and where was Terry Thompson? And this was just the start. Remember, it was about 5 p.m. when this began, or at least when someone first noticed, and it would be getting dark soon. What were they going to do then? The police started to come to the conclusion that this was probably not an accident. About 15-20 minutes into the situation, the police or anyone else knew exactly how many animals were on the loose. So, I mean, they're out there. It's possible that some of the cops probably saw some of the same animal, so they can't get an accurate account of how many bears, tigers, lions, lionesses, or whatever else that they saw out there. At the moment they couldn't. So at this point, no one still doesn't know where Terry is. To get any answers, the police believe to get any, they would have to make their way onto his property and into his house. They weren't sure how many and what types of animals were running around. They soon started to get an idea when they saw the doors on the cages to tigers and bears wide open. They were left wide open. The dispatcher sent the call out to more officers and made a call to an organization called The Wild. They apparently have people that work with exotic animals. And they probably have more of an idea of like what to do.
The Wild is the Tom Lee Jones to the animals Harrison Ford's.
Yes.
Got it.
Right. So if everyone's following,
that was a fugitive reference.
I think everybody was like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Like, what the fuck? I was like, it's the one-armed man. Like,
it's the one-armed man.
Yeah, you gotta watch that movie. It's a great movie.
Fugitive,
not just Jumanji.
It's not. The Fugitive has nothing to do with the animals.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Oh my goodness!
It's all Fiddler on the Roof to me, is what you're saying.
Right.
It's all Fiddler on the Roof.
So they apparently kind of like take care of exotic animals. So I guess it's now known that there's about 56 wild animals on the loose, give or take. That's a lot. That's a lot. That is a lot.
Could you imagine? Like, dude, I can't imagine like the Barney Fifes of the world. Not even like, let's say the vets that are like fucking, they're usually ready, for SWAT. They're just like, fuck yeah, I've been.
I'm sure there was at least a good portion of the people on the force or of the cops,
but they
were like, fuck yeah, and like putting on all this vest. It looked like Stallone and Rambo when he's like, doing the montage of like strapping up everything.
But see, those people, they're usually not police. Hear me out on this. I feel like for like a hostage situation or a bank robbery situation, they're like, fuck yeah, let's go, balls to the wall. We're gonna go out in the woods in Ohio and try to get tigers and lions and grizzly bears.
Well, the only reason I think that they would probably be like amped up because it's Ohio and most of those people probably go hunting.
Okay.
And it's like, and they're like, okay, guys, we gotta do something with these animals. So, this is your chance. This is it. Let's see how good your aim is.
This is it.
This is it.
This is what we're trained for.
Right. Yeah. This is what I've been waiting for my whole life. So they asked for help and asked for someone to come with a tranquilizer gun from a local zoo. The local zoo is familiar with Terry Thompson. He's had run-ins with the law concerning his animals. So apparently, Terry Thompson, a little background with him is he apparently collects exotic animals. And he's had issues with, he's had an animal or two escape or got loose before. and they were able to get it and come back, and it wasn't a big. Well, not saying that it wasn't a big deal, but it was, it was like one. It wasn't 50.
Yeah.
And I would hate to live next door to somebody like that, because that'd be my fear. You're walking outside, cutting the grass or whatever. Next thing you know, there's a Bengal tiger charging at you. What the fuck are you going to do?
Well, no, that's a simple fix. I would just carry a weapon. Get out of the house, be like, up, strapped up, always. Why? Because I live next to a wackadoo that thinks he's the Tiger King. Jesus.
Yeah, so they didn't hesitate. Everyone had to move fast, because if the animals got past the gate, there was no telling what could happen. And at that moment, it was decided that they would have to put down the animals if they were or appeared to get past the fence. So it was kind of like said, hey, if the animals are going to escape the farm, we're going to have to put them down, because it's getting dark. It's getting darker by the minute. What if they run into somebody's yard? They don't know. They attack somebody. They run out on the interstate. So I guess they're kind of like
collateral damage.
Yeah, in a way, but they're still like, let's try to use a tranquilizer gun.
Yeah.
Let's try to use a tranquilizer gun, put them down that way, so we don't, they don't get hurt. Nobody else gets hurt. Police searched all over Terry's house, but there was no sign of him. They began to search by the cages, and that's when they discovered a body laying face up on the ground.
Oh my God.
Yeah. There he was. As word got out, it was all over the news. Road signs were put up warning people to stay indoors and to keep an eye out for any exotic animals that they might see. Press conference was held warning the public. So it didn't take long, probably within an hour or something like that. They're like, put up these signs, people driving up and down the interstate, down the roads. Watch out for exotic animals. Stay in your cars. Lock your doors. Stay indoors. Just, if you see
so vague.
If you see something, just call us. We'll come and help you out, or we'll get over there and do something.
That doesn't work. An exotic animal. Just say what the fuck it is. Just say, like, I hate that. Watch out for exotic animals like peacocks and zebras and like watch out for potentially murderous animals. Carnivores are on the loose. Like, fucking pay attention. Asterisk, exclamation point. Fucking man eaters are out there.
Yeah. So yeah, a bear swipes at you with those claws.
Oh, yeah.
That's it, man. That's it. Tiger, you're not going to survive. You're not going to survive. Once the tiger's got you, that's it. Forget it. So vets told the police that if they tried to trank the animals, it could take up to 10 minutes for it to work. And until it did, they could still attack or run away.
Fucking what?
So, yeah. So they have, I guess they know the amount of trank serum, or whatever the fuck you call it.
Serum. Yeah. Serum.
Whatever.
I got you. Yeah. Tranquilizer?
Night juice. I don't know. Yeah. Tranquilizer. So 10 minutes. So you could shoot this animal, you get pissed off, charge at you, or it could just take off. If it takes off, you're not going to catch it.
No. And I'm pretty positive the people that are shooting them don't know shit about tracking them.
No. There's no way. There's no way. I'd be surprised if anybody knew how to track a tiger.
Yeah. In Ohio.
Yeah, well, yeah, especially in Ohio. Like,
God,
there are no tigers in Ohio, in case anybody was wondering. So police were all over trying to track down as many animals as they could. They finally got 4 officers to go check on the body to make a positive ID. When they got close to the body, they had to approach very carefully. And when they did, they saw a tiger over the body, which they assumed was Terry. The tiger actually had him in his mouth, and one officer noticed a pair of bolt cutters and a pistol next to him. The police were carefully going cage by cage, closing and locking each one. And as they did this, they did notice that in some cages, some of the animals didn't escape. There were some lionesses in the cages, so they had to be very careful because they could attack.
My God,
so it's like, staggered. One guy got to go on on the lionesses. The other guy's in there like reaching in, closing it, locking it, and they're like,
and the
okay,
whole
good.
time that's just like looking at your soul.
Oh
like,
yeah, because I mean they're so quick. They're so quick.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine, bro. That reminds me of. Have you ever seen Ghost in the Darkness?
Oh hell yeah, good movie.
Yeah.
Good movie.
Yeah,
and yeah,
that's exactly the case. It's like fucking the Lions of Savo. That's what
these are like the Lions of Zanesville.
Yeah, right. But without Val Kilmer and Michael Douglas. Like,
they should have called them. They should have called them out there.
Remember that movie you were in? How'd you guys technically do it? It's the mid-90s.
So what was the best thing to do with the lions chasing you?
You let the Indian people get killed at night. Like,
oh, we gotta call some Indian guys.
Got it. Oh my god.
Oh man, yeah. So that's crazy. But just as they were doing this, they noticed holes in all the cages, and that's when it hit them. That's what the bolt cutters were for, to make sure they could not be caged.
What?
Obviously,
okay. So the dude that owns this place is dead. Is 100% dead. He's getting eaten by something. Right?
He's getting the tiger's on top of him. He's eating him. Yeah, they said that he at one point they actually saw either a part of his body or his head was in the lion's mouth or tiger's mouth. Sorry, I don't want to. Yeah. He was being the tiger was chewing on him a little bit, but yeah. So they there was holes in the cages that even if you lock the doors, they can still get out.
Huh. So, wait a minute. That makes no sense. So, he had a gun to obviously protect himself. Who was cutting the holes in the cages? You cut the holes in the cages, the animals could come out and kill you. That is what I would think if I'm cutting the holes in cages. Shit's gonna get out of the cage, right? So
this is the mystery of the story, right?
Okay, I'm here for
it. Okay, yeah. I mean, I gotta leave a little suspense for you. I can't tell you the whole story.
Oh, dude, I'm at the edge of my seat. Fucking, like, I need to know. This is weird, dude.
So now the decision was made, regrettably, to put the animals down no matter what. So there was because they couldn't catch these animals and put them in the cages, put them back in the cages because there was holes in them. They just get right back out.
Yeah,
and there's no way that somebody has 60 cages on standby just in case.
Yeah.
So it's like we can't unless we tranquilize them and they go down easily. Otherwise we have to put them down.
Yeah.
So the danger was too great to all the officers and vets and anyone helping out, and especially to the public. When news got out that the police decided to do that, the public went nuts and turned on the police. People called in, leaving messages, yelling at them, telling them to stop killing the animals. I listened. I listened to some of the calls that these people left for the cops. Holy hell! The one lady's like you can hear in her voice that she's like crying and she's screaming at the top of her lungs. You guys are sick. Why stop killing the animals? This other guy, and I mean, he called him and he's like, you guys are shooting. What do you say? You guys are shooting animals. No, he's just like pissed off. He's like, you guys are going out there shooting these animals and killing them with live rounds. You motherfuckers! Like, I mean, he was like pissed off. Yeah, he was mad. Well, everyone that was calling was like mad. At one point, they were like, people were like backing the cops, like, hey, you guys are doing a good job. Go out there, get them. And then when it was like, we have to put these animals down. That's just no other way around it. We have to put him down because otherwise, again, if they trank the animal 10 minutes. That's 10 minutes for it to go run away or attack somebody or run over the fence and attack a school. Like I said, that was close by, people, whatever.
10 minutes is a lifetime. 10
Oh
minutes
my
is a
God.
lifetime.
And especially for an animal that can run its ass off like 30 miles an hour, and no way.
10 minutes is you could either be tracking that animal for 10 feet or 10 fucking miles.
I mean, it's and I mean it. Who knows what it's going to do?
And then hear me out on this. You're tracking something. Let's say you're tracking a tiger. Well, guess what, bud? There's 30 other fucking tigers out there
that are tracking you.
Crazy. I mean, I understand it. Like the animals were collateral damage as soon as this man let the cages open. He knew their fate.
Yeah.
There was not going to be some saving angel to rescue a Bengal tiger in Ohio. It's not maybe one, possibly, but not all of it. Not all of Jumanji.
No. I mean, these animals were out. So by 8 p.m., dozens of animals had been killed. Now they were able to get a closer look at Terry's body and trying to figure out what happened. And what they found was he had shot himself, but not before making sure to let the animals loose in Zanesville first. So what he did was, so what they assumed was happening was he was having marital problems. I guess he was like getting divorced or got divorced from his wife. He couldn't take care of the animals. Apparently, they said that she really liked the animals. So to get back at her, I guess he figured this is one way to do it because he figured they'll probably kill a couple of them. He wasn't sure. So he let them all out. And they killed a bunch of them.
So he killed himself, and then the tiger got the body.
So he let them all out. He cut holes in the gates, and he let them all out on purpose. And then he shot himself.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think it was kind of like a little like fuck you to his wife, also, and probably to like the police and stuff like that because he had run-ins with the cops. I'm sure he had run-ins with his neighbors. He was a Vietnam vet, and he like flew in the helicopters. Yeah, and that's where they said his where he got like where he wanted to like have these exotic animals came from. I think it started with like a monkey or something like that, and then it just kind of blossomed into like wolves and bears and lions and stuff like that. So he apparently started collecting all these exotic animals, and he went to jail and had problems where he wasn't able to take care of them properly. I mean, because these are big animals, and they have to eat a lot of food, a lot of meat.
Yeah,
that's expensive, man. Even back then in 2011, that's expensive, man.
Yeah, I mean, even if it was just like horse meat or leftovers or bad meat.
Well, it's not like it's pigs where pigs can eat slop, where it's just the week's leftovers, and you can just throw it out at them and they can eat it. Like you have to get a lot. They have to eat so many pounds of meat a day.
Yeah,
wow,
that's crazy.
So 6 hours later, the killings finally stopped. Now they had to count the bodies. There were still some animals out there. They spotted a tiger and tried to tranquilize it, but it tried to attack one of the zookeepers, so they had to put him down. They put 48 animals down. Some included one wolf.
Crazy.
Well, not some included. Some of these were like, so it was one wolf, 6 black bears, 2 grizzly bears, 9 male lions, 8 female lionesses, 1 baboon, 3 mountain lions, and 18 tigers. It took 16 hours for it to be over. Finally, everything was over. Amazingly, no one was killed or injured during this event. 6 animals, though, were recovered unharmed. Ohio has now passed Bill 310 regulating the sale and ownership of exotic animals. 6 other states still have few or no restrictions on exotic animal ownership, including West Virginia, Wisconsin, North and South Carolina, Alabama, and Nevada. All of Terry's animals that were killed on that day have been buried in a mass grave on his farm. But amazingly, one monkey was never accounted for. I don't know how big the monkey is. It just said one monkey got away. Well, some people think that the monkey actually, that the one of the tigers ate the monkey.
Oh, wow. Well, then we had to exhume the mass grave and see if the monkey bones are in there.
That
would make sense. If the monkey is in the tiger's stomach, you'll find monkey bones.
True. But I guess they didn't want to do like the autopsy on it.
Yeah, I guess you don't need a CSI unit. We're like, we just spent 16 hours turning this place into the fucking big game hunting app, on your phone. And it's like, that's crazy. That's, of course, Ohio.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Of course.
If that should happen like in Florida, not only would those animals would thrive. Those animals would absolutely thrive. Maybe not so sure about the grizzly bear.
Honestly,
or
I
the
bet
wolf.
the grizzly.
All the
I think all the animals would thrive.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Florida has monkeys. Everyone knows that.
Do you know why Florida has monkeys?
Is it Disney World that shut down, or is it Hurricane Andrew?
Because a long time ago, and this is just what I've heard, and hey, leave it in the comments if you know. Apparently, what is it? What is it, like 1930 or 1950 or whatever? Tarzan, the old Tarzan, was filmed in Florida, so they actually brought monkeys in. And then after the show was over, when it canceled, they didn't know what to do with them. And they just, I think some of them either just escaped or they were just like, fuck it, they'll die anyway.
They're in Florida.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at like the what is that? The python or the boa constrictor, whatever.
Yeah, the Burmese python.
Yeah,
that has absolutely. There's a bounty, dude. There's a bounty in Florida for hunting and killing them.
Yeah. So you can. Yeah, that's what happened. He was they someone had a snake or two and threw them out there, and they're like, whatever, and they thrived. I 100% could see grizzly bears, baboons, lions,
tigers,
everything.
Lions, everything.
Oh, definitely. Just
Yeah, I mean, and Florida's had wolves before. They've had wolves before back in.
Don't they have like wild boars?
Yeah. So they would be fine. They have food. Lots of food.
Yeah. So I mean, it wouldn't be surprising, but I think if that ever happened, where somebody let two lions go in the wild, they would probably hunt those suckers down really fucking fast. They wouldn't just be like, don't worry about it.
Yeah,
they would hunt them down.
Like right now, if someone released like two lions in Florida, oh my god, they'd be like, we need that shit. We need to shut it down because we know what's about to happen. Yeah, Florida's about to have a lion problem.
Yeah. I mean, it would be crazy. Yeah, they would hunt it down really fucking quick. Yeah. But no, yeah, that's crazy, man. So that's nuts. All that shit, and he was he had like this big I guess what do you call it? He got like really into like all these exotic animals and stuff like that from like Vietnam, and I think he kind of had a few screws loose.
Yeah,
Okay.
So like a Ohio Tiger King.
Oh, definitely.
Just with a weirder ending at the end.
Yeah. He ended himself.
Yeah.
I think some people did think that somebody else did it, or his wife actually had something to do with it. But
Carol Baskin.
It was probably her. No, but she didn't have anything to do with it. But she was heartbroken because of all the animals that did have to get put down.
Well, I mean,
but what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? I mean, you can't blame the cops. Well, I mean, what the fuck could you do? That's something I wouldn't even think of. So that farmer with the horse in the beginning, did he even survive? Did he survive?
Oh, he survived. The horse, Red, is okay. Yeah, he survived.
All right. Because that's a brown pants moment for sure. Okay, let me just. Oh, no. What is that? Is that a bear? Oh, what about that? A fucking lion? Huh. I'm going to rethink my life.
Yeah, I mean, just imagine if the animals were hungry.
Dude. You know what?
Anything
I would have
moving is food.
I would have gotten to the butcher shops and like, I'm commandeering all the meat right now, and we're dropping it in a 10-mile radius around this fucking farm.
just shoot them as they're sitting there eating.
Yeah, just bring them in.
Oh, but you know what? Some of the police officers that had to go out and kill these animals actually have a form of PTSD from doing it.
Well, yeah, you're not ready for that shit, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I thought about it, and I'm like, I can see it, because I wouldn't want to go out and like shoot a bunch of dogs for no reason. Well, not for no reason, but like, if they're attacking, but I'd feel kind of bad. But yeah, I mean, no one's really ready to.
Dogs aren't hunting you too. Like that's the terrifying part.
Well, if it was a bunch of pit bulls, yeah, it would.
But like, I'm going into the woods searching for something that within its DNA makes it one of the most proficient killers, surprise killers out there. It's like going into the woods. Look, okay, there's one velociraptor loose. Go find it. Like, it doesn't work like that. It finds me. That's how this works.
Yeah. Clever girl.
Yeah. Oh, man. So, yeah, I could understand that. I could, because
some of the cops
that's not what I signed up for at all.
Yeah, no, some of one of the police officers was like really upset retelling his story of how he had to put a bear down, one of the black bears. Yeah, he was pretty upset about it, and he's like, I'll find a way. And it's totally a man response to just be like, I'll deal with it on my own somehow. I'll be okay.
Yeah,
and you can tell like he's not okay.
Yeah,
he's still kind of like fucked up about it, but
I couldn't imagine, dude. I just like, out of the the list of animals to possibly put down, and you're like, there's a grizzly bear. Like, okay, I quit there. Okay, there's tigers. Quit there too. How about male lions? Again, I quit. A wolf, we can talk about it. A wolf, we can talk about it. Granted, it's one wolf, not a pack of wolves. That's different.
Right, yeah. It's only one. But I don't know. I still feel like if I see a lion or I see a bear, I don't know if he's coming at me or if I just see him like, you got to take him out or he's going to kill the town down the street. I mean, I don't think I would think much about it to put him down.
Yeah. My thing is
people are different.
Yeah. I feel like I would be afraid that what I'm equipped with isn't big enough to put it down. Quick.
Oh no, yeah, I'd want like a rocket launcher to make sure he's dead.
Yeah, like
because sometimes, because their skin, their fur, and whatever it is that they're built with is sometimes it's what you have isn't isn't good enough for that.
You don't. People think
they got like Kevlar.
Like people think these are like assault rifles. Like would just blow a deer to bits. Like no, that shit's going through the deer. It's a tiny little hole. It's that's it. Put that on a charging grizzly bear. You couldn't pay me enough. I need something much bigger. I need Bessie out of one of these fucking farmers' walls, like the fucking elephant gun from their grandfather.
The bear's got to be like, I don't know, 200 yards away, and I have to aim at it and shoot it, and then it can run at me because I know it gives them, takes them a while.
Yeah, grizzly bears can run up to like 50 or was it 40 or 50 miles an hour, dude.
But I don't think people understand how fast they are.
No, there's a video I saw on like the Reels side of things, and it's like this moose chasing this grizzly bear, and they are just hauling ass, and I'm like, that is so fast. That is so fast. Like I couldn't imagine you taking a pot shot at this grizzly bear with your tiny little weapon, and then it sees you and then you're dead. Like that's how it works. I don't know, man. It's absolutely crazy. It's unfortunate.
No, yeah. It is. I mean, really, because it's not the animal's fault, really.
No.
Luckily, they did. I mean, they weren't charging. Again, they weren't like charging at people. They weren't really. They were just loose. They were just kind of like running around, So it really wasn't the animal's fault that they were in that position. It's definitely Terry's fault. And I put a little bit of blame on the wife too, only because like, you know, they were together and they were doing this together at some point. And, you know, I guess that kind of like dissolved or whatever, but
you got to have,
he wasn't able to handle them. So, you know, but yeah, I mean, it's kind of messed up, the situation.
Could it have been handled better? Probably not. No, and I'll tell you this. This is a situation that is a once in a lifetime moment. This couldn't have been handled better. It's like you don't have the safari experts in town that week.
No.
And none of the vets there are like, I am absolutely trained on how to deal with the fucking lion. I just decided to work in Ohio for fun.
Right. You know? Yeah.
I'm a fucking lion. Like, dude, I'm a vet.
Honestly, what vet? Unless you're really like that's your specialty. I don't think many vets are equipped to handle a lion, exotic animals.
No,
a baboon, a fucking wolf.
Yeah,
because I mean, maybe a wolf because a wolf's kind of like a dog.
Yeah,
but like you know, like lion, lionesses, tigers.
Like, dude, that's above all their pay grades. You know, I mean, I feel like, yeah. So even if they were able to get all these animals tranked and put to sleep, right, to take a nap. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do then? Where's it gonna? They're gonna put them in jails? Like,
yeah, I mean, I think some people said like, oh, put them in the zoo, but you can't put 18 tigers into an enclosure at a zoo because I think that's only good enough for what 2-3 tigers or whatever.
Tigers, yeah. It's not like the zoo is like, I have this holding cell.
We got a big area for them. We can stick all these animals in there. No, you can't. I mean, and where are you gonna put them?
Yeah, and then you bring in rare animals that the other animals haven't interacted with into the enclosure. That could cause issues too.
Right. Yeah, because they could kill each other.
Yeah, it's not like one grizzly bear knows them all.
Right, but it's like again, nobody has 60, 58 cages just on standby, waiting for something like this to happen. Yeah. They just don't. Mean,
I guess you could say in a perfect world they could fix the holes in the cages and then drag the animals back and then figure it out. But you're dragging a grizzly bear back to a murder scene? Because at that point, you know, it's like they could only draw the conclusion. How long did it take them they had to pry the man's head out of the tiger's mouth to get his head? Like, oh, okay, there's a bullet hole in it.
Yeah. Well, I know that I've heard that if any animal, if there's a person that's dead, they usually go for the soft parts of the body first.
Yeah, not the head.
They usually go for the softer stuff first. And even they say that like if you're like if you have like 20 cats in your house and you just happen to just kick the bucket while you're in there, the cats will like automatically like turn on you and try they'll start eating you. They say dogs actually won't do that at first. They like, I think they'd rather starve than do that. Yeah, they'll like try to find stuff or yeah.
Wow, that's crazy, man. So that's crazy.
Fucking... Yeah, it's a little. I mean, it's wild, man. That really is. It's
that's an odd one. There's not too many stories like this that exist. I bet you. I mean, the only time you hear about this stuff once in a while is when a big enough hurricane passes through and animals escape.
Oh, again, it hits like a zoo.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah.
That's the only time. So this is absolutely crazy, man. This is absolutely crazy. You get all of the apex predators in one area. You're like, good God. Like in that one moment, Zanesville became the most dangerous place in the U.S. wildlife wise.
Yeah, no, and it's funny that you say that because that's been said so many times. It's like on this day, Zanesville was like ground zero. Don't go in there. No, you don't want to be in there.
Yeah, if you just stay in your bathtub that day. Just stay. Just don't move. Lock your doors. Yep. Absolutely nuts. Don't take your trash out in Zanesville on that day.
Not that day. Not that day. No,
dude. And that would stay with me for so long. That would stay with me for so long because I would be like, what if they didn't? What if they didn't get all of them?
What if they miscounted?
What if they miscounted? What if my dude was miscounting his stuff for tax reasons or for whatever it is? Very possible. You know, like what if? Like holy shit.
Yeah. What if there's like a pack of tigers just roaming around?
Yeah. Do they even have packs of tigers? No. Because
No,
they're that rare in the wild.
No, they're solo. They don't have. I don't think tigers are a pack animal.
Thank God. Jesus.
Lions, but tigers, I don't think so.
No, they do their own thing. But that's pretty crazy too. But
yeah.
Hey man. Hey, there you go. Hopefully this story inspired lots of sports teams names in the area. Zanesville Baboons. The fuck?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Technically, we had one.
Yeah, they were there.
They were there. It's a local animal.
Yeah, it's a new mascot now.
A new mascot they have a tranquilizer dart as a mascot.
That'd be funny if it's like the baboon laying face down with a tranquilizer in his butt.
Oh God.
No. All right, man. Cool. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight, man.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate
it. Story, man. Awesome story.
Yeah. We're gonna try to get more shorts up for everybody to enjoy. Also,
yes.
This last couple weeks have been a little hard, but we're gonna try to get some more shorts up for everybody. Hope you guys enjoy it. Leave your comments. Also, please, everybody, if you're listening, leave a comment in the fucking comment section.
Yeah.
And I'm talking to more than just 2 people.
Yeah. Ali Kersey, you guys rock. Thank you.
Yeah, no, you guys are like killing it.
Yeah.
You guys killing
it. The comment game.
I'm talking to the other 64 people out there. We made it to 66. We're on our way, slowly but surely, making that slow climb to 100.
Yep. We're on our way, man.
But thank you everybody for listening.
Man.
Just keep doing what you're doing. Again, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the good stuff. And until next time, thank you, Daniel. See you next time. Peace.
Later.
In a world of shadows and hidden truths, we search for answers, we chase the clues. A podcast